Hi, have you ever wondered how you can do things like play ping pong or lift weights? Well, the answer is muscle contractions.
Hey Justin, how does that work?
Well, muscle contractions work through something called the sliding filament theory. But to understand that, we're going to have to take a closer look at the structures inside our muscles.
Muscles are made of long multinuclear cells called myofilaments, which group together into sarcomeres. These groups of myofilaments are wrapped in a sarcoplasmic reticulum, a thin layer that regulates the entry of calcium ions into the sarcomere. The two types of myofilaments are actin and myosin. Myosin have small finger-like structures that are called myosin heads. When a muscle is relaxed, the myosin and actin do not touch, but due to their chemical makeup and structure, there is a strong attraction between the myosin heads and the actin binding sites. However, in a relaxed muscle, the actin binding sites are blocked by troponin. This prevents the myosin and actin from binding to each other, but when a muscle receives a signal to contract, this changes. When the signal to contract is received from a motor neuron, the sarcoplasmic reticulum allows calcium ions to flood into the sarcomere. These calcium ions bind with the troponin and move the troponin out of the actin binding sites, allowing the myosin heads to bind with the actin and the myofilaments to come together. Once together, the myosin heads pull the actin filaments toward the center of the myosin filament, and the sarcomere becomes shorter. When millions of sarcomeres do this at the same time, the muscle contracts, allowing for movement. When the muscle receives a signal to relax, energy in the form of ATP breaks the connection between the myosin heads and the actin binding sites, allowing the myosin and actin to move apart and the sarcomere to stretch out. To help understand this, let's pretend the sarcomere is a basketball court, with the myosin head on offense, the troponin on defense, and the actin binding site as the hoop.
Ooh, calcium ion.
Troponin, did you get distracted by a calcium ion again? As your coach ATP, I need you to get back in there and play defense. Put the hay in the barn. Now, good hustle.
So that's how muscle contraction works. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for lactic acid fermentation.